So I want to talk about what going viral did for my business in the span of 2 weeks. All right, so I wanted to be vulnerable and transparent with you guys and also let you know what's going on. I think it's like not only important to do educational content, but to also document my journey. And, I just hope that this helps somebody else who may be going through something, because if there's one thing that I learned last year is that you're not alone in what you're going through. Whatever you're going through, someone else is going through it as well. Now, I am not the type to get on the internet to be boohooing about my problems. Like, if you see me on this internet crying, like, send help, like, immediately, please. But, I was looking for this type of content not long ago and I couldn't find it. So I was like, whatever, I guess I'll just have to create it. Also, I will be talking about mental health in this video. So if any of those lovely words trigger you, just brace yourself, or either, I just wanted to give you a heads up. So I want to talk about what going viral did for my business in the span of 2 weeks. So just reading off this list on my phone that I wrote down, just some of the things that I've quickly been looking at and quickly been realizing is, my website traffic is currently through the roof. Like, I usually average around like 100 visits or like 125 visits like each month, but we're now like in the middle of January and my website traffic is currently at like, I think 500. And I'm going to pull up some pictures when I go back and edit it. And then another thing is, people like notice me from my video. Like, if I were like talking to people online that I don't have like a personal connection with, or like in some of the communities that I'm a part of, they would say, I just saw your video on my homepage. So I found that very interesting. I want to say about 6 people booked the call with me within, again, this 2-week time frame. I got my first person to buy my course, which I think I kind of actively promote it, but I kind of don't. I can do better, At this moment, I am halfway to being monetized. I think I need like 1,000 and like something more watch hours. Personally, I am very thankful for this. Like, you guys have no idea how much this means to me. Like, I think that going viral, it kind of like fully pushed me out of this fog that I've been in for like a few months now. And the fog, I wasn't in the fog because of YouTube. I was in the fog because of like personal reasons. But I think it just really came at a good time, I am going to share, some of the things that I went through, like leading up to this, that got me into that fog, that I can talk about now because it is fully processed. And I'm gonna, talk about some things that I was going through, like as a business owner, and something that like greatly impacted me before this even happened. Like the video that went viral, it was, the results of me posting on YouTube for 20 days. That was a very last minute video that I just kind of pulled together. And there were just like a lot of comments under the video about like, you're so consistent, great job. And I'm like, you guys have no idea. But basically like last year, especially towards the end, because I did 20 days of YouTube in December, but those last few months before that were like really rough. In September, I was diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Those are very big words. And at that time, I didn't even understand what was going on. I have since, again, came down, feeling much better now. And then on top of that, some other things were happening in like my personal life. And then it was like around October or November, I actually thought that I wasn't going to be able to do this anymore, like at all. Like, I am a video editor, videographer, video editor, video producer, whatever you want to call it. This is actually what I do for a living. Like, YouTube just sort of adds on what I do, but I am like a service provider and I can't talk about exactly what happened, but I actually got a concussion, and that's never happened to me before again. I was really scared, and there was a time period where I actually had to like sit down, lay down, and like not really do much for like 1 to 2 months. And I was personally like really upset about that, because as a person who's like always on the go, you know, I shoot weddings, I shoot events, I do live streaming for a company where I have to look at like 6 screens at one time. Like, and I just wasn't able to do that anymore. I think that kind of just pushed it down like even further. And then I kind of was like, you know, I saw like no end to everything that was happening. So I was like really down and like really sad. And then, like I said, in the 20 days of like YouTube video, is like I had a lot of creative energy that I needed to like let out. Because when I first started that, I probably had not did anything, had not really did any work. Mind you, again, I am self-employed. So that, you know, I missed out on a ton of money just because, you know, I wasn't able to, you know, do what I normally was able to do at the time. I was like, you know what? I have like a lot of creative energy right now. So I got up every single day and I recorded, I scripted, recorded, you know, edited and posted the video, and then like also repurposed it to like a few of my platforms. And honestly, I was happy with that. I was really proud of myself when I was, you know, done. And yeah, I did that because it's like, you know, I felt like I had to do something. Like, I couldn't just sit around and do nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I still had concussion symptoms while I was doing that. And, you know, there were some nights when I was doing 20 days of YouTube where like at night I was either crying, I would either cry myself to bed or crying during the day, or like, you know, there was one night where I just cried the whole night. Mind you, I'm not a crier. This is not something that happens very often. So again, very like, you know, it's a very dark time. And, you know, I will say that I believe that, you know, actually posting every day on YouTube, you know, it helped me, you know, feel like myself again eventually, because I'm like, okay, maybe I can't, you know, go out and like actually shoot weddings right now, or I can't like shoot events right now and do all these like other things that I usually do. But, you know, I still have all this information inside of my brain. Like that did not go anywhere. So, you know, that's where the idea to shoot all these videos actually came from. And personally me, I feel like the video going viral at the time, it was just a confirmation of me that I was doing the right thing. And, you know, all the comments, you know, you guys were saying, you know, how much I inspired you. And I was like, you guys just have no idea. Like this literally, it pushed me out of the fog that I've been in for like literally months. And the video also showed me like another thing that I wanted to take into account, because like I know a lot of business owners and creators follow me. And, you know, I did a couple polls, asked you guys some questions, and you guys are like, you know, you want to like make money from your content, or you want to like motivate people, or, you know, you want to inspire. And then so like my question to you, and I really had to think about this as well, is, you know, if everything happened like the way you wanted to happen, and like you actually went viral, and, you know, you got all the subscribers that you wanted, and all this other stuff. And my question to you would be like, are you ready for that to happen? And not ready in a sense where like, I'm super excited, I can't wait for this to happen, but ready in a way to where it's like, you know, like what is the whole purpose behind your content? Like, do you have a purpose for it? You know, do you have an end goal in mind? Do you have the systems and do you have the processes in place to keep up that momentum? Do you know what you're gonna do with like all that traffic? I want to say I've been working on all of that stuff for probably like, honestly, all last year. So I want to say pretty much for and even like the 20 days of YouTube, like I still had some kinks that I had to work out. I don't know if I mentioned in the other video, but I was like, my booking link was not working. And it was because the Zoom link was, when they sent out the invite for the meeting, the Zoom link wasn't there. It just said the word Zoom. So I had to fix that, to figure out how to fix that, because I was using a new program. So I think really preparing what you want is important. Like, and I want to say I wasn't even like preparing to go viral. I just wanted to have the right people that needed to watch my content watch it, you know? But like if you were, because I do know some people want that, they really do want that. So if you were to go viral right now, would you be ready? But yeah, guys, If you made it here to the end, thank you for watching and listening. I was trying to find a video like this. I couldn't find one, so I created it. Let me know in the comments if this connected to you in like any type of way. And yeah, I hope to see you around.